along. Let's get cracking. I'm excited. I'm good to go. Are you good to go? Let's talk about the language of events. Time for a change. Oh, my favorite bit. Have you ever found that the language of events is just not sitting comfortable with you? Maybe you're on stage and someone's always talking about ladies this, gentlemen that, or ladies and gentlemen, or girls and boys, or just referring to things that are not inclusive. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure there's plenty of ladies and gentlemen in the audience, but is it as inclusive as you want to be? Hi, I'm Warwick Merry. I am the host of the Making Events Awesome live stream. Thank you for your company today. I want to talk about language. And the reason I want to talk about it is that recently I was at a huge gig. There was 25,000 people in the audience. I was one of them. And the guy on stage, it was a rock concert, one of the big day out kind of events. And the MC on stage from the local radio station kept talking about guys and girls. And I've got some giveaway. These ones for the guys, this one's for the ladies or the girls. And that's not inclusive enough, not anymore. It's time for a change. But we had International Women's Day yesterday. In some parts of the world, you're experiencing it as I talk. It's time to be inclusive for every identity. There are better words to use. I know as an MC, when I host events, the word I love is to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's sort of very big top kind of whip in head top hat. Where's my top hat? Oh, here it is. Hang on. Thanks, all. Not quite a top hat. It's a Homburg, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, like that, it's just, there's something wonderful about it, and I can't use it anymore because there's people who don't identify. And so I have to come up with a better, more inclusive language. Something like, I spoke with a whole lot of banking people yesterday, you know, legends of banking. If you're a bit naughty, you could say absolute bankers. Maybe you could say fantastic people. You could say team. You could say crew. We're having conversations with people about the term guys, and the response I often get is, oh, yeah, but some of my female friends, they don't mind if I say guys. And I'm sure they don't. But there's going to be one in every group who actually doesn't like it. It doesn't fit them. I know for me, I've got some non-binary friends, and I've had plenty of great discussions with them. I'm learning. I'm an old white man. Like, I'm the one who needs to change the most. And in conversations with them, it's been really important to understand the information about their identity, how they identify. And simple things like, they know that if I accidentally refer to them as she, that they'll go, you didn't mean it. There's nothing by it. It's, you know, that's who I used to identify as, and now I'm a them, and I know it's with love. Quite simply, I've got a friend whose name is Tanya. I referred to her as Tanya one day, and she turned and said to me, Warwick, it's Tanya, and you should know better. And it's true. I should have known better. And people say, oh, but it's hard to learn this. Can I tell you, in this country, in Australia, our Queen died recently, and within a blink of an eyelid, we're talking about King's birthday holiday. Like, it's really not that hard. People get married, and often the female chooses to, or one of the partners will choose to change their name, and we adjust to it. It's just a word, yet words have power. The effort to change it really isn't that great. So how can we be more inclusive? The person who's, you know, the radio DJ who was giving away clothes to the guys and the gals, you could easily have said, here's, you know, this is a more feminine fitting shirt. This is a more masculine cut. This is your standard cut. This is a classic cut. There are words. Here's the thing. We get a bit lazy. We go, oh, I've always done it like this. This is what I've done. It's like, yeah, it is. It's what you've done. It's time to change. And it takes a little bit of effort. It takes a bit more brain power. I still accidentally say ladies and gentlemen when I'm hosting events. It slips out. It'll be halfway through a sentence, or I'll be wrapping something up. I have had to be really conscious of the words that I use in that manner. What about you? With your events and what you do, in the language that you write in your invites, in the language that you put in the information, in the language that you use that's inclusive. We've very easily adapted to, hey, there's people with different dietary requirements, and we'll have a different part of the form for them, and we'll talk about, oh, yeah, people with dietary requirements are over there. You know, we don't say, oh, those with an eating disorder be banished to the far side of the room. You know, we come up with ways that we can, with respect and care, refer to different identities and come up with an inclusive term. The catering's going to be in the main hall. So how can we do it better? And I'm really interested what words you use and what words you don't use. But for some reason, the word guys really gets on my nerves at the moment, particularly when women say it. I've been into shops with my wife, and the shop assistant, she will say to us, oh, guys, if you need any help, let us know. And I'm like, there's a better way. There's got to be a better way. So for us, as we are navigating more inclusiveness, regardless of how you identify, how you dress, who you are, what you do, how can we make sure that every delegate, that every guest feels welcome, feels included, and feels delighted to be there? It's the power of language that's going to get us there. And I would implore you to make better choices with the language that you use. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. So come and join the conversation. Head over to makingeventsawesome.com if you're not there already. It's our group where we talk about all things events and stuff. So we'd love to have your thoughts. Come and join us. I'll be back here next Thursday, 9 a.m, talking about just little tidbits of information about events. Love to have your company then. All right, here's the end of Stream Dance. Some people said they've missed the dance. I try and remember to do the dance. It's not really that exciting. All right, crew. Thanks for being here. Notice how I said, all right, crew. It wasn't guys. It wasn't ladies and gents. It was crew. All right, crew. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next time.